let's start with the Mariners. They beat the Red Sox 3-1 Sunday. Chris, you're always quick to say that the piggyback is working on paper. It looks good there because the Mariners have had success. But in Friday's game, Bryce Miller was rolling as the starter. Luis Castillo comes in on the piggyback, and the game just gets away from him.
Well, I have been saying that the piggyback has been working, and it has been. It did not work on Friday night. This was a big letdown for myself because we were talking about the city was alive. You could feel the energy, and it kind of just all went from the soccer match into the baseball game, a Friday night showdown on King 5, fireworks, and Bryce Miller was sensational. I mean, he is pitching like the ace of the team right now. Miller pitched 5 innings on Friday night, only gave up 3 hits and 1 run, and left the game after 66 pitches. Paul, this is where I'm having trouble with the piggyback. There has to be a piggyback audible. Like, if a guy's doing this well, can we just leave him in the game? Why do we need to take him out of the game? That's what I don't understand. I'm actually excited to listen to Bill Kruger talk about this on tomorrow's show because just leave him in the game. After the game, Bryce Miller was asked about the piggyback approach.
But the plan that you're in and what you're doing, does it get any easier coming out, though? I mean, you allowed 1 run, you went through 5. You said you still had, the 2-seamer and the cutter in your back pocket that you could have used to get through the lineup a 3rd time or a 4th time even. Does that make it any more difficult when you feel like you're feeling it?
Yeah, it's never easy coming out of a 1-run game, especially when I felt like I was rolling, but it was the plan going into it, so there's not really much I can say to change anybody's mind. So
yeah, there is one positive. He wasn't mad because he knew it was a plan. I have a feeling he was kind of mad inside, but he did not show it. He did not throw his glove at all. But I guess I just confuses me. I mean, when somebody is pitching that well, why not leave him in? I understand the piggyback has nothing to do, Paul, that the fact that the Mariners only had 2 hits on that night, but they did score 2 runs, and they had a chance to win this game. Unfortunately, Luis Castillo came in, and he struggled, and, it did not work. So I can't sit here next to you on this day and say it worked, because it did not.
Leading into it, yes, it did work. The problem is, and you cannot leave the guy in when this is the plan, because you have Castillo warming up already. We've heard this before from Dan Wilson. Once a guy's warming up and he's ready to go in, his arm is ready, and he's got to go in no matter how bad or how well you're pitching in that game. So it's unfortunate. We've seen this happen, but you just look at the body language from Bryce Miller. I mean, in that press conference, he's doing his best to hold it in. It's not sustainable. They went back to it and added 6 guys total into this piggyback philosophy. It's not sustainable. So are they protecting feelings from players? What is going on here? I think you're going to see, we don't know what would happen the rest of that game, but certainly Bryce Miller deserved to pitch into the 7th inning the way he was going, and maybe even the 8th. But there has to be some decisions made from up above in this Mariners organization about what you're going to do going forward.
Well, and I understand your point that there's a plan, and he started warming up, and once they start warming up, they need to go in. But let's be honest, maybe in the 5th inning, you call the bullpen and say, let's not warm him up yet. Miller's rolling here. Hold him another inning. Let's not warm him up yet. Honestly, maybe Castillo only comes in and pitches the 8th inning of that game. That's what I just feel like. And there's another positive, Paul. We're not going to see Bryce Miller do this, hopefully, ever again this season. Let's be honest, because they're going to take this to the All-Star break. They're going to figure it out at that point. They said it's going to be a piggyback by committee at this point. I think Miller is done for now.
All right, you got a lot of confidence in the fact they're going to get away from this philosophy. Emerson Hancock struggled in Saturday's start. He pitched 5 1/3 innings. He gave up 5 runs. He seemed to be in a groove, though, in that game. He was really kind of cruising along before Wilyer Abreu tagged him for a 2-run homer in the 4th. Still looked like he was in control. He came back and struck out the next batter. Then Hancock left in the 6th with runners on, and Jose Ferrer could not bail him out. Ferrer hadn't pitched in 5 days. So you have to wonder if that was the reason that he wasn't sharp as well. And every time we have Bill Kruger on this show, Chris, we talk about the pitching a lot and the fact that, these bullpen guys, they have to get in routines as well. You can't have a guy parked park down there for a week and then bring him out.
No, I agree.
I would not think.
I agree with that. They need to keep their arms fresh, and they need to pitch a little bit. I'm not concerned with Emerson Hancock. We've seen this with all the Mariners starters. It's a long season. They're going to have some bumps in the road here and there. His last 2 starts, they haven't been great. He picked up the loss against the Nationals, only went 4 innings in that game, gave up 6 earned runs. We saw this with Wu earlier, too. He had a couple bad starts in a row. So I am not concerned if it turns to a 3rd and a 4th bad start. Then you start thinking about it a little bit, and this is also why it's a nice luxury to have arms. You have 6 starting pitchers. You also have a youngster in Arkansas that you could bring up at any time right now. I wouldn't mind seeing him in Tacoma because he's done everything he can, that being Cade Anderson in Arkansas. But I'm fine with him, and then you get Logan Gilbert. I thought he looked great yesterday.
Oh, man. This guy has been killing it over his last, 6 starts or so. It's just unbelievable. But, you can always tell when he gets on the mound, you can always tell when a pitcher's on his game, especially this guy here, breaking out the Walter alter ego and just mowing guys down yesterday against the Red Sox.
Yeah, he pitched a beauty. 6 1/3 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, and 8 strikeouts. Gilbert was using his splitter and his curveball to get the strikeouts, but he was using a lot of fastballs on Sunday. He even hit a triple digits on the radar gun. 68% of his pitches he threw on Sunday were 4-seam fastballs. Gilbert says, if you're feeling it, you got to bring the heat, and you got to attack.
The usage has gone up a little bit the last couple of games, and when we see it, if it's working, just trying to get good counts right away. You see guys like Wu do it all the time, Bryce, guys with really good heaters trying to just use it, make them swing, and then kind of opens up the secondary stuff later too. So I think Cal is doing a good job of reading where we're at, but when it is working well, you want them to be on their heels. You want them to get 2 strikes as quickly as possible and really just like set the tone and stay on the gas.
Did you notice 100 right away flash in the first inning? Of course you did. Yeah.
Especially that pitch. I think Cal called something else, but I knew the velo was a little bit higher, so I'm like, this is the time to go for it. Yeah. So I saw it, looked over in the dugout at Bryce right away. He was going crazy. So
I love that. He's a dad, and he's just, being a dad, but he's like a kid again when you say, hey, you hit triple digits there, 100 miles an hour. He's like, you just lit up. His last 6 starts, Paul, he's been really good. 36 1/3 innings pitched, 4 quality starts out of those 6. 6 runs, 6 earned runs allowed, 19 hits, 10 walks, 43 strikeouts. I mentioned Bryce Miller is pitching like the ace right now. Logan Gilbert is right there as well.
Oh, yeah. There's a reason they had this guy pitching on opening day, because he's just that good. And we're starting to see, excuse me, as we've seen Gilbert and talk about it in the past, he loves to eat up innings. He loves to get to that 200-inning mark every season, and he's on his way. So he prides himself in the way. I love the fact that brought the child to the presser there, and yesterday all the dads were out there on the first pitch, and they had their kids out there throwing the first pitch. Balls were going everywhere, and just kind of a nice touch for the Mariners to have their young dads out there on the field throwing the celebratory opening pitch.
And thankfully, Logan's okay. Naylor, I think, tried to take him out on one of those plays there. Naylor struggled a little bit at first base, but, all the great ones.
That could have been bad over there,
yeah.
but you could see the way he made the play. Gilbert made the play, and he didn't twist his ankle and didn't touch the bag differently. So, yeah, they got away with one there, but he's a big dude, man. He's not some spry.
He's like a football player over there.
And he's lanky, so he's a tall guy.
I will say this, Paul, one thing that's been really impressive to me, because, he took some heat on this show, was J.P. Crawford and his play at shortstop. He has been phenomenal. He has been phenomenal at third base, watching him over there.
Yeah, it seems like every game there's 1 or 2 plays that he makes over there, and people are just like, wow. He has taken to third base like a fish to water. So he has been impressive for sure. And really, there has never been a doubt, Chris, since they moved him over there, that he can play the position. So, and it gives, more importantly, Colt Emerson a chance to play shortstop, make some mistakes out there, learn to make a few more plays in the big leagues. And so it gives him a chance to gain some much needed experience as well. Remember, this kid's only 20 years old. So put him out there at shortstop and let him get some reps.
All right. Well, one thing continued for the Mariners. They continue to struggle against left-handed pitching. On Friday, the M's had only 2 hits, 8 strikeouts. Saturday, the M's had only 2 hits, 10 strikeouts. Sunday it was better. 6 hits, only 4 strikeouts. By far their best day against the lefty. Dan Wilson liked what he saw on Sunday from his hitters and how they approached their at-bats.
It's a different feeling when you square a ball up versus punching out, and I think you feel in some ways a moral victory, and a hitter feels a little bit better going back to the bench knowing he put the barrel to the ball, and I thought that was the case today. I thought our bats were really strong, and again using the middle of the field and finding the barrels, and sometimes they were outs and sometimes they weren't, but a great job by our hitters today offensively to kind of fight and grind through that, and get us on top.
The fire out there behind Canzone. He was having another great game. He opened the scoring with a solo homer, drove in another run later in the game before leaving with a hamstring injury that has a little bit of concern. He reached for the back of his leg as he ran to first base in the 6th inning and left the game. He did say after the game he was good. But Dan Wilson wants to see how he feels today with the day off. So a couple of great catches.
This is just making me sick, though, Paul.
Take it easy.
The injuries.
Yeah, I know. And the soft tissue injuries, if we could take it a step further, the hamstrings continue to haunt this Mariners team right now.
Do I need to lead stretching over there?
No,
What
I don't
is
think they want you to do
Paul?
that. No, you, my friend, just stay where you are. We don't need you leading calisthenics
Well,
at T-Mobile Park.
at least have Ichiro start leading in the stretching or something like that, Paul.